Hi everyone, welcome to Border Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and this video is going to be a little bit of a different. This is a bit of a mini guide to how to report people who might go AFK in battle, or how they might take their own life in game, drown themselves. Mainly people drowning themselves, either at the end of the game when defeat is imminent, or at the start of the game, if by some poor metric that XVM puts out, people might think it's a low chance to win. I'm better off just going straight back to the garage. It is against the rules, and this is why I'm pointing this one out. If you have a look at this forum post from back in February, there was a change to the rules back in February. The old mate Jake put this one out there. Intentionally destroying your own vehicle to avoid being killed by an enemy is now against the rules, and that's since back in February. That came out in February of 2019. Intentionally destroying your own vehicle to avoid being killed by an enemy is now against the rules. And it's just not cricket, is it? It's not the Aussie way. You don't do that. You don't give up. You don't give up at the end of a fight. It is against the rules, and this video is going to be a very, very quick guide as to how to report those players. I've had a lot of people ask me through social media, through this channel, through Twitch, and through the game, how do I report these players who are intentionally drowning, generally intentionally drowning? Now, team damage has come out of the game in patch 1.6. However, I'm pretty sure you can still drown. I'm sure you can still drown. And drowning used to be, and probably still is, the most common way that people take themselves out of the game, rather than just hitting the escape key and going back to the garage, which is also against the rules, but it warns you, and it warns you about a penalty. It doesn't warn you about a penalty when you drown yourself. Now, why am I so passionate about this? It's not the right thing to do. Apart from being against the rules, it's not fair. You might be. I've reviewed that many games, and people have sent me that many replays, ace tankers and otherwise. And what if they're on 9 kills and they're going for a pools medal, and the last remaining tank on the enemy team drowns himself? It's just not cricket. So I'm going to take you through how to do it, because some people, it's not. It could be clearer how to do this, and hopefully I'm not out to try to get people banned, but I want people to not drown themselves at the end of the game. It's not the Aussie way. You're not doing yourself any favours. Even if you're going to lose, try and get that last shot in. Just try and get 1 or 2 more shots into the enemy tanks. You'll get a better score. You'll be more respected. You'll become a better player. Your statistics, if that's what you're into, will go up. And who knows? Every now and then you might pull off an unlikely or an unusual win. And as for the chance of win metric, don't get me started on that. It's a heavily flawed formula. The formula that XVM uses to determine your chance of win, not only is it flawed, it is also exacerbated. So if it's really not a 48% chance to win, which is close enough to a 50-50, that modification, which gives you an estimated chance to win, will exacerbate that 2% difference to maybe 5 or 6%. And that might be enough for some people to just give up at the start of the game, which again, it's un-Australian, it's not fair, it's a war game, for crying out loud. How many times in wars do people fight up against the odds and still win? Anyway, this is how you report those people who drown themselves. You can either go to the forums, and you can see, hopefully you can see that in there. Yeah, you can. Just above where it says World of Tanks in the forums, there's a premium shot button, there's a player support button. Also on the World of Tanks website, and links for these will be down below. World of Tanks website, just above where it says World of Tanks right there, there's a player support button. Click on that player support. Now, you might need to log in. You can log in on the top right-hand side of the screen with your in-game name, your email address, and all that kind of stuff. Now, World of Tanks player support. Now, some people, this is where it's not the most smoothest process, but I think that's a good thing. I mean, we don't want people just sending multiple tickets in. If it's too simple, then people are just going to send millions of them because it's players that they just don't like and all that kind of stuff. We know it happens with online games. If you get onto here, these are the topics. You scroll down to where it says contact support. Can you see that? The big bright yellow button. Hit that big bright yellow button. Contact support, need assistance, and then it gives you a number of options. If you scroll down to where it says rule violations, we just saw on this one, now it's against the rule. It's a rule violation to drown yourself or to jump off a cliff to avoid the enemy team killing you. It's against the rules to do that. Don't do it. It's poor form. It's very, very poor form. So you click on rule violations. Little tick comes out. You scroll down again, and you hit that. You hit the continue button. Right. That's slow me down. If I'm going too fast, slow it right down. You know what to do next. Click on report a player. Then click continue yet again. And now, what is the issue related to? There's a number of there's a number of issues that might come up. In-battle violation, forum violation, chat insults. So those all things come up in this account for people who drown themselves at the end of the battle or even the beginning of the battle. It's an in-battle violation because the violation happened in-game. And just below those options, there is yet another big bright yellow continue button. Hit that one, and then again you see another group of options come up there. Friendly fire and team kill, which is probably not really a thing now since patch 1.6 came out. But anyway, unsportsmanlike, self-destruct, battle rigging, stream sniping incident. Self-destruct, that's the one you're after. Some of the other ones, if you think people are cheating, you can use that one. Pushing or blocking allies, that's probably, maybe that's happening a little bit more, that team damage is out of the game. People pushing people out of cover. Bots or idle players or alt account abuse. But the one we're talking about now, drowning at the end of the game or drowning at the beginning of the game, giving up, throwing themselves off a cliff, self-destruct. That's the one. That's the one that you want to, that's the one that you want to select. Click continue, and it gives you a little bit of a, this thing comes up now. It's a form to fill out. Now, if you're creating a ticket for one player, write that player's in-game name there. Now, the date and the time when it occurred, I don't like this because there's how many different time zones? Put down the time if you like, and just write something in here. Player ABC. Drowned at the beginning of the game, stating that he didn't like the chance to win. Player ABC threw himself off a cliff at the end when he was the last man standing. And you need to choose files to upload or drag and drop them here. That's where you upload the replay file. Now, to get the replay file, you need to find where World of Tanks is installed on your computer. If you're not sure how to do that, if you're running Windows, type down in the search button down the bottom, just type in World of Tanks, and it should come up. Find where your World of Tanks game is installed. You open up that folder, and about the third folder down from the top of those lists are the replay files. Now, every now and then I delete a heap of them because I play this game a fair amount, but you want to make sure that your replays are turned on. So I'll show you how to do that in the garage right now. This is back to my garage. You click up here in the settings section. Click on settings. And where the hell is it? Is it under general? I think it might be under general. Where enable battle recording is on the left hand side. Can you see that? I'm not sure. It's not that big, and I'm not sure how to make it bigger. Enable battle recording. I have that on to all. Now, some people say that some people use the excuse that it takes up too much room. They don't take up much room on your hard drive. And with each patch, generally with each patch or each second patch, I just go there, select them all, and delete them. But if you want to report players for cheating, and that's what it is, it's cheating, it's breaking the rules, it's not Australia, you're not having a red hot go. You create the ticket like this, you put the name of the offender there, date and time, or you can put you might write your date and time there, and in the description say, Australian Eastern Standard Time, or wherever you live. When you find your replay file, drag it into this area here, just drag it in, and it'll go in. And then you click on send ticket. It's as simple as that. You'll get an email pretty quickly saying thank you for receiving a ticket, and either in a few hours or a day or two, depending on weekends might be a little bit different. Then you'll get a notification that it might have been action. Now, they're not allowed to tell you what the penalty is, but I've been reassured by people who work at Wargaming, moderators, staff, all those kind of people. I've been reassured that they do take this seriously, and I'd like to encourage people, don't do it. Why? Why would you do it? Why would you drown yourself? You're denying somebody experience and kills, and you might be saying, who cares? I don't care. Well, it's cheating. It's against the rules. I wouldn't say it's cheating, but it's against the rules. And it's just poor form. And it's not, all you're doing is denying fun. Try and shotgun somebody. Try and shoot them in their face. Do something. Enjoy the game. Anyway, hopefully for all the people, and there's been dozens of people who have messaged me asking how to do this, hopefully this little quick guide will help you do it and help make World of Tanks a better game, right? Maybe. Anyway, what do you think? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Do you say, stuff it, I'm going to keep drowning? Is that your point of view? It's not my point of view. We've all drowned by accident. Personally, I'd like to see drowning treated the same as team damage. It should be, in my opinion, it should be automatic. If you've got 500 hit points and you drown yourselves, then you should be credited with 500 hit points of team damage, and therefore lose some score at the end and be treated like that, and possibly be kicked from the game like a blue player used to be. before team damage was deleted in patch 1.6. What are your thoughts? Let us know down below. Let us know down below. Let us know down below. Put your comments down below. What do you think? Do you think drowning's okay? I don't. I think it's dreadful. I think it's a terrible way to play the game. I hate it. Couldn't hate it even worse. And occasionally I yell and scream about it. I think it's terrible. I encourage you to report people who drown themselves, either at the beginning of the game when they're giving up. And we know people have disconnections. Power goes out, internet connections get lost. That happens. But surely by reporting people who are doing it, especially people who are doing it regularly, and people who blatantly come out and say, "Yep, I drown." Well, weak as water. That's all I can say. An absolute dog act. Anyway, hopefully this video has been helpful. Feel free to ask if anything's unclear, and I'll do another one, or I'll make some comments to try to paint it out. But that's how you create the ticket. Put in whatever you like in that description thing. Keep it civil, though. The people who are reading these reports, they're only going to work every day. Don't hold it against them. It's not them that have done anything wrong. And I encourage everybody to play the games within the rules, enjoy yourselves, kick back and relax. Don't forget to follow us on Twitch and all that kind of stuff. Thanks again for watching this quick little guide how to report somebody who's been breaking the rules, including people who drown and all that kind of stuff. Take care and see you all next time.